Hello. That's great blue. That's navy. That's great navy.
It's navy, but I realized that it's pinched at the bottom, so I can't really walk. So I started.
Just waddle?
I started like skipping out. I could only like raise one leg at a time. Hey everybody, good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
Hi.
Good. We like the energy.
Oh, hi.
Good spirit.
Hi. Hi.
I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you. It is Tuesday, May 16th, 2017.
Hey. What did you do last night? Just kidding. I already know.
I have a question about what we did last night. We went to dinner with my new bosses. She's known them for a long time.
Yeah.
And
my old bosses.
Your old bosses. And we went to do, well, one of the bosses went to do a toast. And if you're doing a graduation toast or a wedding toast, sometimes they get really, really difficult and messy when you've got more than like 4 or 5 people at the table.
Right.
You know, and my arms don't stretch that far.
Yeah.
So he gave the toast, and then, you know, we have this sloppy stand up and clank over here and reach over there. And I think I missed Janice on the left, and Gelman is way over here with Lori. And a friend of mine taught me how to do a very simple, well-choreographed toast. And I share this with you. This was... Anne taught me about this, my friend Anne, and I share this with you to use at anything where you're toasting. So if you've got a group of people, I meant to do this last night.
Ding,
Kelly,
ding.
do you have a cup or a glass?
Ding, ding.
Yeah, use that?
Yeah.
So you make the toast, say something about Kelly.
That's usually the size of your wine glass.
Exactly. Here's to you all. You're really terrific. I love you both.
Sincerity, please?
No, something more. Give us something more.
Kelly, you were the greatest. Ryan, thank goodness you got here and saved us all from ourselves. We love you.
Oh, that's
now,
good.
Now, eyes, please. Eyes.
Eyes.
And now you pass it around. Eyes.
Eyes.
And you would go all the way around the table. Nobody has to stand up. Nobody has to stretch. Everyone's arms can reach. And it gets back around. You say cheers. And then you drink heavily.
You know what we say in my family? Less clinking and more drinking.
Very civilized. That was fun last night.
That was fun. Yeah. I like that you and I, they put a flower arrangement in front of us because we like to compare what we're eating, and I could not eyeball your food for the life of me. It made me mental that I couldn't see what you got.
You ordered better than I did.
That's what everybody said.
Yeah.
Everybody saw mine and said, I should have got the halibut. Just for the halibut.
We all said that. But so what's the rule on? Because you offered me some, and I of course I wanted to taste it, but I was polite and said no, mine's fine.
Right.
And by the way, so Bob's wife Willow was next to me, and she had the most amazing looking mushroom on her plate.
Yeah.
And I was staring at it, and she said, "Would you like to try the mushroom?" And of course I did, but I said no to her too. So what is the rule on sharing when you're at a work thing like that?
I think it's fine.
It is?
I think it's fine if you're offered. I mean, I wouldn't just like take it off the plate.
Yeah.
But I think if somebody says, "Would you like to try a bite?"
Then you can
say,
do it.
"Oh, absolutely," and then you offer a bite of yours.
Okay. Well, see, you're more comfortable with them. I'm new, so I'm just getting comfortable.
No, I never see. I swear, I never see them. I was just as uncomfortable as you were. I mean, if I pretended that I was not uncomfortable, then that was good acting on my part.
You looked very, very. It was seamless for you.
It's always weird when you go out to dinner with your bosses, right? Have you ever gone out to dinner with your bosses? Anybody? Yes. All right. Isn't it like, aren't you uncomfortable the whole time? Because you know. I mean, you're just so, you don't want to say the wrong thing.
Here's the trick. You either Google them, look at their bio, or their Instagram feed. And you put together some questions in your head, list of 2 or 3, that you casually bring up as if you're not well studied on them.
Right.
So they seem just conveniently in your head, but they're kind of a topic that they'll talk about. Right. And if you use that structure, you can at least last for 20 minutes with somebody where you don't have that much in common.
It never occurred to me to Google anybody. This is how I can tell you're dating in the age of technology, because you have Googled people, right? Haven't you Googled people?
Kelly, I mean, not before I go out with them.
Oh.
Maybe the night before.
Right. No, but everybody says that now. Because Mark and I, we got married before there was a Google. or any sort of technology like that. So thank God, because had we Googled each other, I'm sure we would have walked away.
Well, you need to know, and if you've met through friends, then you know this, but you need to know that you're not going out with a psycho. That's really all that matters. And if you look them up or look at their Instagram feed, you can pretty much tell if they're going to kill you on the first date or not.
No, I agree. I think that makes sense to me. No, that to me makes sense. But it's a really interesting thing now that people have technology before they date or meet each other or...
Well, what's a little annoying now, and for those who are in new relationships, maybe you're going through this or you're courting, in the courting stage, is when you're on a date and phones are on the table and you or your date look at your phone to check in. I find it's like if you're going to do it, just get it. We know you're not in the bathroom for 12 minutes. We know you're checking your phone, but at least do it.
Right.
Check your phone in the bathroom, not at the table. It's kind of annoying.
Right.
When you guys have your family meal? Okay.
No, I'm just saying we have a teenage daughter, so her
She's
phone.
always on
if you take her phone away, she exhibits symptoms like you've cut off her oxygen supply. She's like, you know, you're like, it's okay. It's just for 12 minutes. Have a 12-minute dinner with us, and I will hand you your phone back.
But do you try and tell them, okay, let's just focus on a little conversation?
Oh yeah, no, I try to engage her in conversation. I'll say, you know, how was your day? And she's like, it's fine. Can I please have my phone back now?
My mom used to say, well, who's going, you know, when I was growing up, who's going to the party? Everybody.
Everybody, right.
Well, who's everybody? You know, Mom, everybody's going. I want to go too.
Right.
But still to this day, my mother will actually take my phone. If it's on the table for a dinner with my folks, my family, she'll take the phone and she'll put it in her purse, which actually is great. Because there is some sort of energy that comes off your phone that you feel like it's pulling you towards it.
Yeah.
And when you put it away and you don't see it, it allows you to actually
that's why I keep my phone in my purse. And I saw Lori Gelman last night. Her phone was in her hand, and she's like, look, it's Misha again. It's Misha again. And I said, see, you got to keep your phone in your purse because I know that those kids have texted and called me 800 times.
Yeah.
But see how calm I am? Because I don't really know. Once I get into the car, I'll be irritated. But right now, I'm clam happy.
I do think it's important that the purse carriers in our lives carry a purse that is big enough for both of our phones. Yes. Because what's the point if you can't put two phones in the purse? These baguettes or whatever they're called.
Baguettes? Yes.
What they are? I know these things.
That's good. That is a very...
It's a clutch. I've had to hold this clutch before at the mall. And what's the point of making those satchels if you can't put our stuff in it too?
Exactly.
What size clutch do you carry?
I always make sure that my clutch is big enough to carry my phone and Mark's phone. And usually Lola's phone, which will be taken away from her at some point during the course of the dinner. It's got to carry 3 phones or I don't buy it.
See, you're a good partner.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So are you.
Well, thank you. Let's do this for a while.
The fact that you said baguette made me very happy. Because, you know, the most expensive and luxurious clutch in all the land of the clutches is the Fendi baguette. The fact that you used that term, I was like, oh, he fancy.
And it's not, I learned that it was not a carbohydrate, you know, after a while. No, it's funny because Gelman said to me earlier, he said, so a lot of things happening in sports.
Right.
I said, well, great, keep it to yourself.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, so baguettes are right up my alley.
Are a lot of things happening in sports?
That's what he tried to tell me that.
I don't know.
I'm sure. What season is it?
I don't know. Oh, God, you and I are soulmates. We really are. We could have shared a womb.
Are you?
Except that I'm much older than you.
We could have shared a womb.
I mean,
I've got to go back and watch the tape and figure that out.
Yeah.
So are you proficient at math?
No, I'm terrible at math. Okay, wait, no. The math teacher says that we as parents are not supposed to say to our kids, I'm terrible at math and you got it from me. Because they're just saying that everybody can learn math.
Right.
It's just how you're taught math. And so at a certain age, which for me I figured out was probably around like 19 or 20, I totally checked out of math. I was just like, oh, as long as I know how to tip, I'm done.
But that's it. And now you don't even have to do that. There are apps that help you.
There's apps that help you
There's apps, or your kids can figure out the tip.
Right.
So I guess we're having on Friday's show we're having this 13-year-old boy on.
Yeah.
His name is Luke. Okay, Luke won this massive math contest. He didn't tell me we're going to have to do this kind of stuff on the show. I thought it was just like chit-chat with celebrities.
Listen, if you watch the show, you would know we are constantly being beaten by children at things they're good at.
I saw the spelling bee thing, but I thought that was just a one-off.
No.
So can I give you the question? 13 years old, and he gets the answer in literally 2 seconds. Okay, so Rippa, here we go. Picture this. The question. In a barn, 100 chicks sit peacefully in a circle. Suddenly, each chick randomly pecks the chick immediately to its left or right. What is the expected number of unpecked chicks?
0?
No, that's what you said? Yeah. No, it's not that, and I don't know how they got to it, but they got to 25. Did anybody get to 25? Because if you, well, we're 2 of the chicks in 100, right? So peck, which way are you going to go?
Peck left, peck right.
Or one or the other.
One or the other.
So you got to figure some chicks.
Oh, so it would be half of 50, and then half. If half go to one direction, half go to the other. That means that half and half. That would be 25, right? Half of 50, then half of that is 25.
Yeah, that's probably what he did to get to it. Well done. Friday, we're having a competition with this guy, so I'm glad. Will she be on my team? I need her on my team.
Yeah.
All right.
Just so you know, I just did that math based on the answer. So apparently, if I have the answer, I'm good at math.
Deductive reasoning.
That's the only way. So this is my favorite. You know, we're doing so many. Right now, there are so many stories about these bears coming out of hibernation, and there seems to be bears everywhere. And every night on the news, I've been watching, like, dogs chase bears off their property and bears, like, in people's swimming pools and going through their trash. And this article has, there's a video of a creepy laughing clown, you know, doll, you know, those laughing clown dolls?
Yeah.
Scaring a bear out of stealing the trash. This is in Salem, Virginia. Take a look at this.
Oh, my God. We need that at our house. We need those clowns.
Can't we get those clowns from on the set?
Who are you trying to scare?
Yeah.
You. Wouldn't that be fun?
Those clowns do scare me.
Oh, they're so scary. Remember Poltergeist? Oh my gosh. Remember? Nobody saw Poltergeist?
Forever scarred.
They're like, we don't want to talk about it.
No, that Poltergeist was the movie running when, as a kid, we first got HBO. It was the only movie, that and Fanny Hill were the only 2 movies that Fanny Hill passed 9 o'clock.
Right.
I think it was some sort of adult thing.
Yeah.
So, look it up. Google it. My parents are leaving back to Atlanta. They're in Los Angeles. They're going back.
You're kidding.
Reason I bring it up is they're going through LAX. So if you're traveling really anywhere in the nation, you may be impacted by this, but certainly in Los Angeles. Delta is moving from Terminals 5 and 6 to Terminals 2 and 3, which, you know, they're moving the computers and the planes. And,
the whole thing.
The whole thing. So it's a bit of I wouldn't say disaster, but it just could cause delays. So that means the airlines that have to move out of terminals are Aer Lingus, Air Canada, Copa, Hawaiian Air, Interjet, Sun Country, Thomas Cook, XL Airways, Frontier, JetBlue, Southwest, Spirit, Virgin America. I mean, we have so many domestic airlines.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
What we should.
So everybody's going to get screwed up now, right?
Well, it's for the week. But it would be much easier if you're flying anywhere in America, like an American. If you're going to Canada, Air Canada.
Right.
If you're going to, what's the other one? If you're going to Lingus, Aer Lingus. I don't know where that is.
Where is it?
I think it's in Ireland somewhere. I think it's somewhere in Ireland. But that would just make it easier.
Is that
I think
true?
so. Yeah, it's the Irish. It's the Irish
I've
airline.
always been curious about Aer Lingus, but I've always been too embarrassed to ask. I really haven't. I'm like, what is Aer Lingus? And I want to go on it.
Daily non-stops to Dublin.
Fun.
There you go.
Okay, that's fun. Good to know. Now I've learned something today. So just quick, because I know you don't have kids yet, but I want you to keep this in mind.
Yes, thinking about it.
You always, it can always happen.
Wait.
Okay. No, I don't mean, you know what I mean.
No, at the right time, it should.
At the right time.
Yeah, it should.
So they're always, you know, regular people are always criticizing celebrities for their cockamamie baby names, right? You always hear about it. They're like, oh, know,
Right.
she named the baby Door Jam or whatever. Anyway, so it turns out regular folk are just as bad as celebrities. Listen to this. These are some of the new, like, strange names. And some names have been, like, completely outlawed. But here's some of the stranger baby names. I can't believe this was not outlawed. Tiny Hooker. Yeah, you know my daughter, Tiny Hooker. How about this? Stud Duck. My personal favorite, Ghoul Nipple.
These are real registered names.
These are real registered names. These are, by the way, first names, first and middle names. Because I was like, maybe the last name is Nipple and the first name is Ghoul, and we're just pronouncing it wrong. I was trying to look at the
justify it, yeah.
Freak Skull, Dracula, Sloth. Yeah, Detroit. Candy Store and Louisiana Purchase. Hey, I like Louisiana Purchase.
That one is, you can explain that one. Tiny Hooker, not so much.
I just picture the child at, like, their confirmation. Right? You know what I mean? Ghoul Nipple St. Francis. You know what I mean? It's like, because you have to take your saint's name when you get confirmed. You know, you can't. Anyway, you have to be Catholic. It's a Catholic thing. Hey, listen, on today's show, Jeffrey Tambor is here.
Good show today.
Tambor, yeah.
When you go to the river, Tiny Hooker. Ben Falcone is with us as well. We'll talk to Ben.
The newly crowned Miss USA from the District of Columbia, whose name is Kyra McCullough.
Yes.
And most importantly, we are continuing our four-wheel family face-off, where each day this week, 2 different families will battle it out in a different competition each day. So let's meet today's families. First up, it's the Flags family from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Hey, it's Mom, Marion, Dad, Brian, and their daughters, Ariel and Alexis. Yeah, Detroit. Looking good, guys.
Now, let's meet their competitors from Mahwah, New Jersey. It's the Thomas family. Janet and her daughters, Tanya, Blair, and Tess. Well, hello, Thomases.
Hi, guys. Hi. All right, now, whichever family wins today's challenge will get $5,000. We're also going to give away $5,000 to that family's charity of choice, and at the end of the week, our 4 winning families will go on to compete for the chance to win the all-new Volkswagen Atlas.
So, gang, we'll tell you about your challenge later in the show. See you then. Very good luck to you. Let's hear it one more time for our fans.
All
Time
right.
for Burst Into Spring Travel Trivia. From Los Angeles, California.
So cute.
5 months pregnant? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Baby girl in there?
Baby girl.
Baby girl. Baby girl.
Hey, we've got a list of names.
Yeah, there's some gorgeous.
I don't know if you've come up with
Gorgeous
anything
names, gorgeous.
just yet. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right, Luann Pastore, Spring Hill, Florida, on the phone. Luann?
Good morning, Kelly and Ryan. Nice
Good
to talk to you guys today.
Hey, nice to talk to you, too. It looks really pleasant where you are. Is that a boat?
Yep, I was on a boat and had Bahamas in the background.
Ooh.
That looks like it's a cruise ship, yeah?
Yeah, I was on a cruise.
Was it all you can eat?
Oh, yeah, and all you can drink.
The best part of being on the water. So what do you do for a living?
Funny thing, I'm a real estate appraiser who was really bad in math in school.
Okay.
My kind of girl.
Yep.
Chicks in a barn.
Thank goodness for calculators, so.
Exactly. What do we need it for? We have calculators, and we have children who are mathematicians.
Calculators and kids.
Exactly.
Well, thank you for watching. Let's see what you're playing for. Here we go. Spin the wheel.
Here's a great prize, the Hyatt Regency Huntington Beach Resort and Spa in California. 7 days, 6 nights.
Congratulations, you and a guest will enjoy 7 days and 6...
So what she said and what he said is what you're playing
Wow. That was amazing. God?
God is rehearsing.
It includes 1 spa treatment per person. This trip is provided in part by Hotels.com. It's a prize valued at $4,400. Luann, you have 20 seconds and only 1 guest. Good luck.
Okay, Angelino, here we go. On yesterday's show, we talked with Tony Goldwyn. In what month did Tony say he and his wife celebrated his 30th wedding anniversary? The countdown begins.
Google it, Google it, Google it.
I guess that's how you know when there's silence.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to say in June.
Well, it was April. Sorry, Luann, but now you and a lucky member of our studio audience will receive $500 in movie tickets from Fandango.
Wow.
So please pick a number between 1 and 235. What's it going to be?
Number 15.
15. Let's see ya. There you go. Coming next, Jeffrey Tambor is here. Be right back.
Still ahead on live, 2 more families will compete to see who will have the chance to win a brand new car. We'll talk with newly crowned Miss USA, actor, writer, director Ben Falcone, and coming up next, Jeffrey Tambor.
Hi, hello. Welcome back to Ripa's Lair. He's known for his unforgettable roles on The Larry Sanders Show, Arrested Development, and Transparent. Please welcome Jeffrey Tambor. You do like that. This.
Good to see you.
You look so handsome.
For coming.
Thank you. This is cold and flu season, you know. It's very dangerous to do that.
Yeah. No, look, I have hand sanitizer
Oh,
right
let's do
here
it.
for you.
I love hand sanitizer. This is great. Terrific.
Well, you don't get sick anymore. You have kids.
I have 4. It's like a Petri dish. I'm always sick.
Yeah.
That's my job.
You haven't built up an immunity.
Look how happy Art is today.
I know. Isn't that nice?
Art is taking his pills. Great.
You know, he does have he has a pocket full of miracles.
Right.
Show him your pocket full of miracles.
Right, show.
He does. He
That's
keeps
right.
it.
They're on your person?
That's right.
As we speak?
Pocket
That's
full of
great.
miracles.
Pop another one, Art.
By the way, we talked about all the things that you have done. Well, some of the things you've done and you're doing. To me, you're the scary guy in the subway in Ghost.
Oh, this is horrible. You're going to be embarrassed.
Why?
That's not me.
Oh, gosh.
How are you doing? You all
Who
right?
is it?
No, it's Vincent Schiavelli.
Okay. All right. Well, then.
Are you okay?
It's no wonder
Are you all right?
it wasn't in anybody's notes. I said, no, I think he's a scary guy from Ghost. Tell me.
Right. Wow, here we go. He's dead.
But you're still here.
Wow.
And if you put up a... I'm still here.
You're here.
We tried to book Vincent Schiavelli, and he's passed away, and here I am.
I was very young.
I'm a living... Art has gone into a bad mood. and it's great. Anyhow, no problem.
What was your big break? Do you remember?
It was on Broadway, 1976, George C. Scott. I had 3 lines, "You look wonderful," 3 times.
Wow.
I went on for Hector Elizondo, and...
Were you his understudy?
I was Hector Elizondo's understudy.
Wow.
He got about 10 months in, he got sick. Hector's a great actor. I went on. George C. Scott, Patton, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Came up to my room and said, you want to run anything? And I said, no. The reason was I couldn't remember one line. I went on, and I had to carry him out, and I blew my first line completely. The line was, it ended with coming and going at the same time, and I said going and coming at the same time, and the audience went, that. And I put George down, and he looked at me like, this is it. This is that moment. We all have that moment in our lives when you either cross it or you don't. And I did it. And then George just started pointing out things. I was supposed to do the curtains. I had a big role. And I started to gain and gain and gain. Cut to the end, the curtain call. I took my curtain call way at the end. He came and took me. He shushed the audience and he said, now listen. Something's going to happen to this guy. You're going to hear big things from this guy. Now let's hear it. This is his first time.
Wow.
And the audience went crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
I think I just ripped out my whole...
I know. When you started that and said something's going to happen to this guy, I was like, oh, no, he didn't hurt you, did he?
No.
You sound very aggressive.
No, so it was great. It launched my career, and here we are.
Well, you mentioned your kids. When we come back, Jeffrey will tell us what his kids think he does for...
Can you bump it up once more, please? Bump it up. Look, spitting image, right? Spitting image. Well, what is wrong with you?
This can't... Wait.
I came on to sell a book, not to be insulted.
Wait,
I am hurt. My reps are here, and we are filing an action suit.
But to be fair, you did say...
I came on in good faith. Art said it's going to be fine.
It's not.
He gave me these little pills in the dressing room.
To be fair, you did say that's happened to you before.
I had a waiter in Rome come up, and he went, and he threw down, he goes, get off my train. And I had no idea what he was talking about. And I said, sir, I just ordered the pasta. And he goes, get off my train. And he was imitating Vincent Schiavelli, who is a spitting image, obviously. Has hair and has eyes like this. It's perfect.
I said to Gelman yesterday...
My wife thought I was Vincent Schiavelli.
No, I said...
And we married.
I literally said to Gelman yesterday, I remember when I was a kid,
Do you think that you booked...
Yeah, it's great.
Let me ask you, do you think you actually booked Vincent Schiavelli?
No, I know there is a book that you have written, a memoir.
There we go.
Are You Anybody is the name of it.
The name is Are You Anybody? I wrote it because my kids have no idea what I do for a living.
They asked you, are you anybody? Is
no,
that like
I was driving Evie to flute class, and she was in the front. She's 10 years old. She looked at me, and she went, what is it you do again? And so I had to explain it to her. But you have to understand, they think I eat lunch for a living, because when they come to the set, they're 11, 10, and those are the wrong ages, and 2 7s. They come for lunch. And so they tell their teachers, oh, my dad eats lunch for a living.
Right, yes.
So I thought I'd write a book.
You know what? It's a great idea.
And I had a pre-paparazzi, selfies. A guy said at the stage door, George C. Scott said, are you anybody? And I paused for 30 seconds, and sadly I had to say, no. But that was pre-Schiavelli days, so... You like how I let things just...
It's great. You bring it right back.
Yeah.
But you do have younger kids.
I have a daughter in her late 30s. She's 41.
Oh.
And you have... you've adopted as well?
We have one adopted child, and then we have this range. We have 12, 10, and 2 7s.
Wow, so you're everywhere.
Well, that's on my honeymoon. I certainly was.
Yeah, sure.
They're my great teachers, and honestly, from my heart, I wanted to write this book because I want to talk to them, and that's what this book is about. It's funny, it's sad, it's about what Daddy does and the lessons that Daddy... I just got moved.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Did you see that?
It was very sincere.
Better than Schiavelli could ever have done.
Yes,
You're never going to book me again, by the way.
No, but Schiavelli is on this week. Are You Anybody? A memoir by Jeffrey Tambor. Look at him. That's Jeffrey.
Don't forget, Falcone here. Stick around. The Super super talented actor, director, screenwriter,
Hi.
now author. Please welcome Ben Falcone. You look so cool. I love your denim jacket.
Yeah.
You have a denim jacket, too.
How old are you?
How dare you?
Yeah. Seems to be the theme today.
I'm 43.
You're 43. I'm 42. I think once we turn 40, we get denim jackets again.
Yeah, right.
It's part of, it's a rite of passage.
And your fancy shoes. I love those.
Thank you. My daughters made them.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Great.
Were they a Father's Day gift?
Last year, Father's Day.
No.
So this year, I want a whole suit.
Yeah.
So they have creative genes, inherent creative genes?
They do.
Yeah.
They do. They're funny kids. My daughter wrote a book. She wrote a book. I think we have it here. It's about killer snails, the attack of the death-licking snails.
Death-licking snails?
Yeah, and it's pretty scary, so I don't have the rest.
Oh, my gosh.
And we see where it comes from, because he wrote Tammy and The Boss as well.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
We see the
what
connection.
are you working on now? Any roles in your next picture for a couple of young starlets?
Absolutely. We are finishing a movie called Life of the Party with Melissa McCarthy, my wife.
I like that you learned for the applause hold.
I know.
My wife,
Just
wait.
Melissa McCarthy.
Well, let's see
Insert
if anything
applause.
happens. And then if nothing did, I would have been like, ooh, okay, I'll go. But it's a story about a mom who goes back to college with her daughter, and it's really sweet and fun.
Was this inspired by your dad?
It kind of, yeah. The first nugget of it came because my dad used to come visit me in college with sometimes disastrous results. So in a fun way, not horrible.
So
yeah.
he would stay with you in your dorm? Because I haven't even been able to access... when I went to visit Michael at his dorm, they would call up and he would say, "I'll be down," and he just would come down and meet me in the lobby.
You've not seen.
I didn't know the horror that went on up there.
Yeah. No, he would stay with me in my dorm or my little apartment, and he kind of like hung out a lot, and everybody loved him. So that was sort of the nugget of it, was that all my friends loved him so much that I was like, why do you guys love my dad so much?
And now you are a dad, and it's weird, isn't it?
It is weird.
It is weird.
It is weird.
The title of his book, Being a Dad, is weird.
Yeah. It's a simple...
What's the weirdest thing?
Well, it started immediately for me because I remember Melissa and I are leaving the hospital and there's a baby in the bassinet, and we realized that we were, free to go. And I remember Melissa and I just thinking, like, they can't... We felt like we were breaking the law.
Right.
And from that moment on, it's been weird every step of the way, and also great.
Yeah. Can you share with us some of, like, the biggest lessons in the book? What?
Well, someday you will make the same strange noises your parents make.
What?
You
Make
will.
noises?
What?
Well, like my dad, for instance. My dad, my brother calls it proof of life. Like, my dad will just be in a room and everything will be quiet for a second, and he'll go, "Oh, baby." and he does. And my brother says it's just, if it gets too quiet, he wants to prove to everyone that he's alive, and that's what he's doing. And so the other day, I was taking a shower, and I go, "Oh, baby." And I was like, oh my God, I became my dad.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's the truth. It's my unfortunate truth.
There's something in the book about taking vacations with your kids and how they're not always the most magical experiences.
That's super true.
It's weird.
Who told you any vacations with your kids were magical?
My dad told me that it would be. He took me to an island called Ocracoke, which is off the coast of North Carolina, which is like a super beautiful place, but maybe not a place where like a 14-year-old kid wants to go. We took the vacation on the advice of my dad's friend, who was a bird watcher. So it's a great place to go, like, watch birds. And I was 14 and I wanted to like run around.
That's what 14-year-olds want.
Yeah, just like,
more birds.
Yeah, more birds. And then I made the same mistake because after we shot Tammy, I decided that a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old would love to get in a car and drive 6 days across the country.
Not so much.
It was not, yeah, Georgie, my little one, was 2 at the time, and she, we rented a little bus. I was like, we had a driver, and I was like, we're just gonna look at the countryside, and 10 minutes, maybe 8 minutes into the drive, my 2-year-old puts her hands up against the side, and she goes, I gotta get off this thing, I'm going crazy!
She's like, Dad, please, let's see some birds. Great to see you, man. Thanks for coming. Ben's book, Being a Dad is Weird, it is available today.
If you'd like to know more about anything...
Okay.
Brian,
yes.
what is all that?
Now you can see our actual height. This is what we are.
No, this is our actual height. Okay, there you go.
It's time for today's 4-Wheel Family Face-Off Challenge. Family number 1 is the Flag family from Detroit, Michigan. Here is Mom Marion, Dad Brian, and their daughters Ariel and Alexis.
Hi. You guys look so cute. Okay.
They're ready.
Let's bring out your competitors. Are you ready? From Mahwah, New Jersey, that's the Thomas family.
So as you can see, today's challenge is a giant crossword puzzle. You each have the exact same puzzle with the exact same letter bank. Whichever family completes the puzzle first or has the most words completed at the end of 60 seconds will win $5,000 for yourself and $5,000 to the charity of your choice. The winning family will go on to compete with the all-new Volkswagen Atlas. Are you ready? That's at the end of the week. By the way, all the words, here's a little clue. All the words in the puzzle are associated with cars.
Okay.
That's your clue. Ready?
Okay. Set.
Go! Start the clock.
Where's this supposed to be? We've done. Oh, they
To the Flags family, you're not going away empty-handed. You're being awarded $1,000 just for the
Coming next, USA. Be right back. Congratulations.
District of Columbia!
Last Sunday night, a very good night for our next guest. Please welcome the newly crowned Miss USA, Kyra McCall. Come on, Kyra.
Since I was in middle school.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for growing up with us. So, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you sleep since Sunday? Have you had any sleep since Sunday, or you've been on the circuit?
I've been on the circuit. I've slept. I've rested my eyes.
Okay.
A little bit of both, but I think I'm just so anxious that I can't even sleep.
Yeah, it's so exciting. Back-to-back wins for DC.
Yes, ma'am.
How about that?
Very cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you know the young lady that crowned you?
Deshauna, of course.
Oh, so you're friends?
Yeah, so actually I was her first runner-up when she had won Miss DC USA.
No kidding.
No kidding. And she encouraged me to come back.
I was watching, were there more outfit changes than years past? Seems like there were a lot of quick changes, and you did them so quickly.
There weren't more. I will say, I think it was like such at a faster rate that you believe that we changed outfits more. If you notice,
change in like 12 seconds.
Hello,
Yeah.
I mean, we're women, aren't we?
Yeah,
right.
We do, right?
Yeah, but was there chaos backstage? I mean, a lot of I can just imagine what is going, because everybody's running around in heels, changing into various state, you know, whether it's a swimsuit or gown or whatever, you know, whatever the outfit is.
Extremely chaotic, but I think that's the beauty in all of it, that we can slip out of our evening gowns into swimsuits, put on our shoes, our platforms, our heels, and just make sure we hold our own, right?
Yeah, right.
I saw you in a big plastic hazmat-like outfit at work.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw a different photo. There it is. So you're a scientist.
I am.
Tell us what is your role? What is your job?
So I'm a scientist at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and essentially we just make sure that nuclear power reactors are operating properly and safe.
Well, you have a major job.
I know. Makes it sound so easy. You know, everybody can do that.
I feel like you should have more bodyguards than regular Miss USAs because you have a majorly important job. We'll be back with Miss USA in more in a minute. Stick around. Serious.
Tomorrow on Live from Jane the Virgin, Gina Rodriguez.
Back with Miss USA.
We want to congratulate you again. We're really proud of you. You did a great job. Can I try it on?
Yes, you've got to put it on.
Can I crown you?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
It fits. Also, congratulations to the Thomas family who won today's four-wheel family face-off. They got $5,000 for themselves and also an additional $5,000 for Habitat for Humanity.
Hey. Also, our pal Gina Rodriguez on tomorrow.